Gen V, Season 1, Episode 5. Welcome to the Monster Club. Andre is in bed with Kate once again, and it seems that there is something leaking from the roof. Apparently, they got so fucked up last night that they ended up at a party house. They run into Marie and Jordan in the same bed together, which I neglected to mention in our last recap. I also neglected to mention their lapses in memory. Also, apparently, their friend Dusty is doing some weird shit to women to get them off. I don't know what that was.
It was like he was thinking he could vibrate.
Is that what it was?
Probably. Sure.
But yeah, no. Yeah, I completely forgot about the lapses in memory and the fact that Marie had woke up with Jordan Lee in the last
We talked
episode.
about that. We mentioned that.
We definitely didn't talk about the lapses in memory, did we?
Not the memory lapses, but we definitely talked about them like bumping up for sure.
Emma is still the size of a titan, and she slept the entire night in the pool, taking over the entire size of the pool. Marie walks up to her and lets her know that this isn't a dream. Like, she for real did all the crazy stuff.
Why are you still throwing up, man? Why are you still throwing up? I go take a douche
Yeah,
and let it end up on the 6 o'clock news.
that's crazy.
Tonight on WTKA, we have the largest recorded bowel movement,
Well,
and it seems to be human, experts say.
seemingly, according to this college, it would probably end up on TikTok before it ends up on the morning news.
Yeah, I mean, it don't seem like anybody. Well, somebody gonna show up. I think we got from the previews of this episode. Somebody gonna show up. They've been making a little bit too much noise for somebody not to show up.
Yeah, for sure. Jordan talks to Andre and Kate about the large gaps of days that are missing from their memories. Emma and Marie, like what Gen Z kids would do, they consult TikTok to try to figure out what happened, and they had a huge Project X party. Emma's mom calls and she dubs that shit. As Emma asks about Marie and Jordan, Sam pops up. Emma and Marie look confused as fuck, and Sam realizes that they made them forget. They made them forget. Sam confirms that he will find a way to fix this and make her remember.
Okay, I feel like we kind of jumped to conclusions, but okay.
We did, but he clearly knows something that's going on. He doesn't know probably who caused them to forget, which we will find out later, but he knows that there's somebody that's making them forget, and they're associated with probably who's behind the woods.
And you know what? There was I don't know if we've gotten to it yet, so I don't want to say it just yet. No, we won't say it. We won't say it. Keep going. I probably won't remember it, but if I do, I'll bring it back up.
All right. Apparently, Marie's powers let her know that Sam had blood under his fingernails that wasn't his own, and she can tell when Emma will have her next period. Kate and very gross. Kate and the gang asked
Why
Marie if
why
she.
aren't the auxiliary things about her powers cool? Like I don't want to know when you're menstruating. I want to be able to treat you like a marionette. You know what I'm saying? Like cool shit, not oh my god, you're coagulating. You're like I don't want to know that shit.
It's a little much.
I can hear your blood curdling.
Kate and the gang asked Marie if she blacked out. They all come to the conclusion that Rufus the clairvoyant did this because Marie blew his dick off.
Oh, so when I said jumping to conclusions, not Sam. This is what I meant by jumping to conclusions. Thinking about it was Rufus. Sam was probably just altogether fucked up. He probably didn't. He probably didn't know whether or not he was tripping or they was tripping. Like he probably wasn't completely confident in the fact that he actually knew them once they was like, "Who are you?" He was like, "Oh shit, I've probably been listening to the motherfuckers on that TV again." He got me all fucked up, making me think I got friends, making me think I got people.
Right.
But the Rufus thing, yeah, they definitely jumped to conclusions on that. First of all, why is Rufus not dead? Why is there not a report about Rufus being like mortally wounded? He no longer has a penis, right? Like that happened. It exploded in front of all of us. Why is he just walking around like nothing happened to him? Did he grow it back with his mind? I don't think he can do that. That's
No,
not
probably not. Plus, he
like
also lost a lot of blood.
I'm about to say, did he not bleed out and die?
No, he's still here.
How is my point? So he's just walking around without a dick.
No, she exploded it and then put all the blood back.
That is not what she did.
All right. Cardosa tells Indira that he's done with Sam. Apparently, there's a virus that can control them for good, and that may be what the woods is about. He also wants Marie because she doesn't realize her full abilities and how powerful she may be. Indira says that Marie is off limits for now.
She said she has a benefactor and she is off limits for now, which would kind of make sense as to why she's in in this school with the Fulbright scholarship sitting next to all of these celebrity kids and soup legacies. And she's just some orphan who killed her parents and was in the system. I mean, something had to happen to get her there. There's somebody pulling the strings behind the scenes for Marie Monroe.
Apparently, Rufus the Clairvoyant is a serial rapist and wipes women's memories clean and makes them consent, according to a story from Kate.
So okay, keep that story in mind, y'all, because we're gonna circle back to it here in a minute.
People recognize Emma from the party and they fuck with her for getting lit as fuck and being as big as a Titan, I guess. Jordan tells Marie that it doesn't need to be weird between them, but it seems he's saying that because he doesn't want them to be a thing, at least at the moment. Marie seems confused and low-key upset about it. They see Rufus and Indira and wait for Indira to leave because Marie doesn't trust her. That's when Rufus sees them and takes off. Rufus makes it back to his dorm to where Andre is waiting for him. Andre yanks Bro up and demands answers. That is until he gets mind wiped again and ends up at a fast food restaurant.
The Marie and Jordan relationship thing is it's very weird because I felt like I almost wish we weren't doing it because the conversation that they were having seemed very stupid. But then at the same time, it is kind of like, well, I mean, damn, you are asking someone who's straight, presumably, I guess, who's presumably straight, who met you when you were a guy, you know, to just go ahead and get along with the fact that she's also a chick or can turn into a chick. And so now you technically gay too. Like I felt like Marie's conversation she was having with Emma about all of this was a little bit more valid than what Jordan was talking about. Jordan was like, oh well, the last time I had a girlfriend, she always made me turn into a boy. Well, did you meet her as a boy, Jordan? You know? I mean, is she allowed to have an expectation? When she met you, I don't think that she knew you were a shapeshifter, and the only other shape that you could take is your female double. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot to take in.
Oh, for
Not
sure.
not that obviously she wants it. I guess she's down for it, which is okay, whatever. But I feel like on her side there is some shit to kind of wade through and think about. Like, can I do that? I mean, is that really what I wanted to do? Is this person that I just met, a week ago even worth it to, dip into something like that? But then again, the speed of relationships and television shows is never realistic. So,
Sure.
yeah, no, the whole dynamic just is kind of complicated and stupid at the same time, and I kind of just hate it.
You
But
just
the one thing that I know is that like early on relationships and TV shows like this probably end up on the shit for some reason or another. And I mean, shit, one of them, case in point, shit, two. We've seen one person, two relationships, and we're only at episode 5. So, that bode well for the flip flopper and the blood bender.
yes, for sure. For sure. We'll see. Emma watches the videos once again, and as Marie walks in, she explains that she broke the top 100 rankings and is now number 88. She's also getting voicemails about doing a giant cricket show. Side note, calling Jordan they, them when they're actually a set of twins in one body, as one of our commenters pointed out, it's a little wild.
Damn, that's my point. It's like it they're presenting this person as if they are like friends. Even her dad was like, or their dad was treating them like, yeah, just be a boy. Like, hold on, fam. So if you had a boy and then had a daughter, you would treat the daughter like that? Like, ugh, get the fuck out of my face. I only care about my boy. the way that I was taking this visually is like there's two people that are able to come out of one entity. Is what I was getting at. I didn't get that like the person is male and female and that's their superpower. I was like, no, they have different abilities. One is shorter than the other. They're not exactly identical. It's like I felt like it was just two different people. Like I made the note about the Wonder Twins if they were combined into one person.
Yeah. It's weird because it almost seems like sometimes Jordan as the guy just wants to be a girl and then just switches. Like he was having sex with a guy as the girl.
No, he switched. He switched because his parents pulled up.
So that's why I'm just like, is he like basically trans? But
to just like go from getting clapped to just trying to be.
like, is he trans but in one body?
The heels facing the ceiling. Now you trying to deepen your voice for your. Look, I told you I hate the whole thing about the relationship. It really is unnerving, but whatever. We're here. We're dealing with it, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. Emma realizes that she has a shirt from the drive-in that they went to. That leads us to where Sam went to. I ain't gonna cap. I'm glad they gave us this scene as a puppet scene because that might have been a bit too gruesome to just watch in regular. Like,
hey, the shit that was happening was nuts.
Yeah,
was gruesome. Just even with the puppet.
They showed us the remnants afterwards, and I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you for making that puppets. Emma comes to the conclusion that Sam knows a lot more than they do, and that Rufus was with Indira for some reason. Emma calls out that Marie is scratching her neck like Tyrone Biggums, which is wild. Why does Emma know who Tyrone Biggums was? I feel like that's a little before her time. Whatever. Turns out
on Netflix, they've seen it.
Sure. Turns out that Homegirl has a blood clot that is actually a tracker. She goes to find Andre and ends up finding Kate, who wants to know if she has a tracker as well. Actually, she lied. She's in on the shit herself.
Lying ass nigga. She's lying, and she found her out, and she wiped her mind.
Yep. Turns out Jordan actually likes Marie, but they think that Marie won't like her for whatever she is. Whatever she is crazy. Don't.
Made not one mention about anything. Like woke up in the bed with you and just went on about your business like it was normal. And you woke up as a girl. So like, where the fuck do you come? No, I mean, my last girlfriend, she only wanted me as a guy, and she always made me turn back into a guy. Is this your last girlfriend, bro? Like,
no.
Like, is this your last girlfriend? It didn't even. Come on, man. We shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to have the invisible goat fucker tell you that you tripping.
Speaking of him, apparently he hides in the shower for both men and women.
Damn. What?
Okay. Marie leaves the room and Jordan sees her and notices the mark from the tracker. Marie is completely oblivious to everything that's happened in this episode, and Jordan wants to make Rufus pay for wiping her again, or so he thinks. Or so she thinks.
They think. What happens if Jordan A stops liking Marie, but Jordan B still likes Marie? Is that a thing that can happen? Do they share a separate consciousness?
No.
And one fall out of love with Marie, and one still want to be with Marie.
The way it's seeming, no.
This is crazy.
The way it's seeming, they both are in love with Marie.
We went from it being a trans thing to it being a bipolar thing in one conversation.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what's interesting though? We did see something like this in Doom Patrol with the what was her name? There was a character in there that had like a million different personalities. But they oddly, it was a girl and they didn't do the the gender thing, like having a different gender be one of the personalities. It was just like a whole bunch of other women. Jade. Yes, that is the character's name, Jade.
Kate talks to Indira and she is distraught about everything happening. Indira claims that she is doing this to keep her friends safe.
I can't keep lying no more, boss. Boss, I lie one more time, my hair might explode. And that's why her fucking nose was bleeding when she came and saved Andre. That's probably why she was there to save Andre in the first place.
Yeah.
That's why she wasn't down for the mission to go save Sam from the what's it called?
That makes sense.
From the spot.
Yikes. Emma pulls up to the drive-in. Sam comes in behind her and asks if she's alone. Emma admits that while she doesn't remember Sam, she believes him. He states that it isn't her fault because she made Luke forget him too.
It makes a lot of sense because when they were seeing her, when they were seeing him, when they were pulled up on him initially, it was Emma, right? And then we don't see what happened after he punched the black man's skull through the roof the first time they was down there. She just wasn't around. She wasn't around when they were. Was she there at the house?
I'm pretty sure she.
Did she
I'm.
go with them?
I'm sure she
It was
was.
Marie, Emma, homeboy
Andre.
Andre. Did Kate go?
I feel like she did, but I can't confirm.
Can't remember, man. But yeah, he probably knew the whole time that she was on that bullshit. Somebody else knew too.
Speaking of Kate, Kate comes to see Andre and asks if they can just forget about everything for a moment. So they smoke a joint and watch the mesmerizer. Andre states that she is the only reason that he's still at the school and that they should both leave. That's when Jordan texts Andre that they found Rufus.
Yeah, man. I think when they address Rufus, they're like, oh yeah, why you wipe us? We know you did it, blase, blase, blase. But then, oh wait, hold on, wait. Was it that time or was it when they found him at the house? One of these times they ask him, is like, oh, did Kate attack you too? And he was like, actually, yeah, she did. And I was like, hey yo, because she did feed us that whole story about him being, oh, he abused me, and he said if I did anything that he would blah 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 blah. I'm like, man, she a little too powerful to be scared of somebody like that.
Facts.
She's a little too powerful to be afraid of some, or for someone using the same type of powers as her to overcome her like that. I think that she was really selling the Rufus thing to get them off of her trail. Is what that's my thought based off of what we seen.
Jordan and Marie pull up on Rufus and he explains that he never touched anybody.
Wait. What if she pushed him to make him do that wild ass shit?
That's
What
crazy.
if she pushed him to do that none of that shit? Like Marie came to him for help and he was gonna help her. And then she was like, yeah,
That's
put your dick in her
crazy.
face.
That's wild. That could have been the case.
Holy shit. That's
Yikes.
crazy.
Very crazy.
Villainous.
After they call him out on bullshit, Emma explains that it's not him, that it's actually Kate. Only problem is Andre is here now and on a warpath to fuck Rufus up for R-wording Kate. That's when Kate shows up and admits everything. Andre calls her a monster. She is what she is.
To me. So not only did you wipe your first boyfriend's memory of his own brother, but like a day after he died, you fucked his best friend, and then wiped his memory too. You just ooh wee. She's a man eater.
Yeah.
Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man eater.
Not Hall and Oates.
Dun, 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 dun. What does it matter? Hey, whoa, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Whoa, here she comes. He's a man eater.
Knowing only one line and then the hook is crazy.
Hey,
Any other thoughts on Gen V episode 5?
Too high, not too low. I think we got a little bit of background information. Obviously, we got a decent reveal in who was kind of orchestrating it from the the inside level. They had a mole. I want to see where it goes from here. Obviously, from the preview of next week's episode or this week's episode now, we're gonna see some Soldier Boy from. I think that is absolutely hilarious. That's his name, and that Soldier Boy hasn't brought it up yet as being the first rapper referenced in a superhero franchise. You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
calling him Big Draco when it comes to that point.
Like, how has he not come up with that first? Man, I'm the first rapper get referenced in a superhero franchise.
I am
Right?
going to call him Big Draco in my notes.
Soldier Boy is popping up for some reason. Now something must have happened in between at the end of this episode and when Soldier Boy pops up that was like huge. Had to be because why are you bringing in the guy that you brought in to help fight Homelander to the college? Not for these kids, not for that. So something else big is probably going to happen here in episode 6. I'm excited to see what.
Absolutely. Same here.
Give us your thoughts on episode 5 of Gen V. Put in the comment prompt below. Let's know how you're liking the series overall. If this is something that you've been keeping along with, we should keep reviewing. Just give us your thoughts. Come back next week. We will have episode 6 review up as well.
Absolutely. And make sure that you check out our previous recap of episode 1 to 4. And then make sure you subscribe. Like he said, we'll be doing these recaps all season.